welcome back to the What Am I Even Doing podcast. I'm your host, Kenzie. As always, you know me, and I thank you for being here, all of you beautiful people. For real, from the bottom of my heart, I keep having people tell me, oh, I listen to the podcast, I listen to it while I do this, and I look forward to your podcast every week, and I have been feeling like so much love from that from everybody. Oh my gosh. It's been really fulfilling. I think I said this last week and probably 100 other times before, but I started this as a way to connect with myself, and in turn, I have created a small community. And with that being said, I will say this just in the beginning, get it out of the way. If you are listening, if you're watching, whatever it is, let's go to the opposite platform and like, comment, rate, subscribe, all of those things on the opposite platform. So if you can, because it really does help to push us out into like a new audience. And I, not a new audience, I guess, but it's more like I would really love to grow our audience as much as possible. I keep saying audience. I would really love to grow our family as much as possible because that's fun and that's why we're here, you guys. I want to feel like a safe space for everybody, and I want you guys all to be a safe space for me, and thus far you have been. So I thank you from the very bottom of my heart, and I love you guys so much. Yeah. So now that's kind of out of the way, we can kind of get into other stuff today. Um, as for longer episodes, we're still trying, okay? We are still trying. I'm literally right now, I'm going to set a timer for 50 minutes because I want to I want to do this and at least get as close as I can. I'm just being honest with you guys. It's hard to look at myself in a camera for an hour and just speak without there being like awkward silences and stuff. So with that being said, I will say I am going to be starting this episode, I'm going to be putting these hilarious outtakes, okay, bloopers, if you will, on the back end of it. So hopefully you guys listen to the end. If you listen to the end, let me know in a comment or a rating, or just keep listening because hopefully those things are going to be kind of funny. If they're not funny, it's just going to be me fully just like staring around in silence. It can't be silent. It's not allowed to be silent. This is a podcast. I always forget this because I do video podcasting as well. I forget that this is also just audio. And I do things and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I need to explain what I've just done." Cuz otherwise, I'm literally just sitting here like doing nothing. Also, I'm so sorry you guys. On video, my neck hurts really bad today and I don't really know what's going on, but I have this cool massager thing. It's that TikTok massager. Has anybody ever seen that? Maybe my For You page is meant for like um old people and like bettering your body. I don't know. I got back problems. But it goes around your neck and it heats up. It's not mine. It's actually a friend's. It's my friend Krista's. And I don't know where she got it, but I know it's on TikTok. So if you happen to find one, let me know. And if you happen to use one, also let me know because it's so sick. It works like so well. It gets out all of these crazy knots. There's videos. Hello. Sorry, my camera wasn't focusing. There's videos on TikTok of people literally crying because there's like years and years of knots being rubbed out of their necks from having like tech neck and shit. So, anyways, I've been using that and it's been helping a lot, but I think it's also like weirdly enough breaking up the knots that have like caused me to have like the knots stopped being painful because it was like maybe I was just used to it or like something, I don't know. But I've been rubbing my neck out a lot and I think that that's um in turn causing me a little bit of neck pain. Things always get worse before they get better, right? So I'm sorry if you see me just like messing with my head at all cuz that's bound to happen this whole time that we're sitting here. So, what else do I have updates for you? Bloopers at the end. Oh, I haven't recorded it yet, but I'm really excited to do it. I am going to have a little bit of a new intro. So, I hope everyone's excited for it. I'm hoping it's going to be pretty cute. I'm excited to do it. So it'll be on this episode. Yes, it'll be on this episode, which by the way, you guys, is episode 17. This is episode 17. And statistically, new podcasts don't make it past episode 12. 12. We are literally long past that at this point and just like moving and grooving to whatever the finish line is. Who knows? I don't know. I'd like there to be like, and we're going to go obviously until the end of the year and then season 2 will happen. Season 2 is probably going to be exactly the same thing, but I'll just take some time off through the holidays. Yeah, and I'm just really excited about it. This has become a really big part of my life. A really big part of my life. I have people that tell me, "Oh, I look forward to it every Thursday." I'll never miss a Thursday ever again unless you guys are aware of it. You know what I mean? So, also follow my Instagram if you are wanting to be aware of it all the time. Links are all down below, as everybody knows. Um, but anyways, I think that's kind of all the updates that I have for you right now. So, yeah, let's get into some other stuff. I actually want to take this back to our roots. If anybody remembers like episodes like 1 through 5, we used to talk about what we're drinking, what kind of drink you drink we have today. I have been so dehydrated, so this is water because it's been over 100 degrees for like 5 days straight or something, 7, I don't know, so many days. So a reminder right now, take a sip of water, maybe 2 or 3. Hydrate yourself while you're listening to this. If you're driving, please be careful if you're going to hydrate. Pay attention to the road, damn it. Pay attention. I want you all to stay alive. Knocking on wood. Yeah. So I'm drinking water. We're going to take it back to our roots and let you guys know I'm drinking water. Next week, I might have an orange wine because I'm going to try that. I want to try some orange wine, you guys. I don't know if it's good or not, but we're going to see. I'd like it to be good. Hopefully it's good. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to see if it is. So I might have that next week, so I'll give you guys kind of an update on that. Okay, let's see. What have I been up to this week? Mental health check-in. I would say that I think it was last week. I was just kind of talking about how I've been feeling kind of floaty. I've been dealing with some mood swing issues. I am still dealing with that quite a bit. I had a little bit of like a stressy, depressy mental breakdown ish. I saw this saw this thing on Instagram the other day. Actually, it was today. And it said stressy, depressy, menti be. And I love that. So I did have a little bit of an issue with that. And I mean, I'm good. I think that there was a lot of things that happened during that moment. Mind you, it was literally like 10 minutes of me just like crying and letting my emotions out, but like sometimes that's really painful to do and it just kind of sucks. So I get it if you don't like to feel on purpose. I'm one of those people. But it does come back at you and it will get you. So, but anyways, there was some stuff that came to light for me during that conversation, or not conversation. I guess more so, yeah, conversation with myself and the how I need to be a little bit more serious with my mental health and working on that. So I have been I want to say that I've been writing, obviously. This is also an outlet for me. My podcast is an outlet for me anyways, so that's been helping a lot. But I have been doing stuff for me, and in turn it means I'm spending a lot more time with family. I'm spending a lot more time. I've been spending so much time with my mom. Oh my gosh, I know I live with her, but like so much time with her at night. We're like up till all hours of the night watching freaking Bridgerton and having the time of our lives. So that's been a really wonderful experience, and it's really helped to just have like that time to unwind and get to spend some time with her. So, and we'll get into that a little bit later. That's a little bit more into our actual topic for the day. Parents. Okay. Um, but anyways, yeah, so I've been doing more stuff for me. So the other day I went to the river with one of my friends and her little boy. And he calls me auntie, so he's my nephew. Okay, I know she's not my sister, but I'm basically her soul sisters. Okay, that's what we call ourselves. I'm the spiritual sister, really. She's just like soul family, hands down, 100%. So before that, though, my actual sister was at my house with my niece, so I got to see my niece and my nephew all in one day, and I think that that's really what did it for me. That's really what made me feel like so much love because I love those babies so much. Um, and they both just wanted to spend a lot of time with me. So I went to the river and I made a new friend. So, hi Rachel, if you find this, what's up, girl? And we decided we're gonna go on a camping trip, so that'll be fun. I was thinking about vlogging that, but I don't know. It'll be a TikTok vlog. I think I talked about that last episode. I am putting out more like vertical content on TikTok. So working on some of that stuff and it's pretty good so far. So I'm excited for that. Anyway, moving forward, I met a new friend and that was really cool. It's really hard to meet friends when you're almost 30 years old. I don't know if anybody else can relate to this, but having it's like I'm not out here like looking for friends. You know what I mean? Like I can sit here and be like, yeah, I don't really have very many friends and like that's fine and be like totally cool with that. And then sometimes I'm like, God, I have so much FOMO. Like my mom has all these friend groups and I have friends that have other friend groups that I'm not a part of and they're just like doing things and having the time of their lives and I'm like, "Oh my God, what am I doing? I feel like I'm wasting my life away just like wishing that I had buddies to hang out with, you know? Like I have friends, but a lot of them don't live here. And I think that's just kind of the name of the game. So as I was saying though, being an adult and trying to make friends is like a very weird concept to me. It's like we have to get on dating apps to make friends. And yeah, because it's like you've already got like your established friend group. And if not an established friend group, then you just have like your established like best friend, or like my friend group is pretty tight knit and small. And then I've got a couple of friends on the outside of it that are like family oriented more so. Like I've got a friend group in my sisters and I've got a friend group in some anyway. It's just I am thinking about making new friends and I'm feeling discouraged about it. Not because I've done anything wrong or anyone else has done anything wrong, just simply because it's hard, dude. It's hard to like put yourself out there and make friends and have it be um have this person be like more than just an acquaintance. And I'm like here for the deep connection, you know what I mean? Like I want to find my soul family. I want to find soul connections. I'm not like trying to make anything romantic come out of anything. I'm also not opposed to anything. So if anything happens, it happens. I just want there to be deep emotional connections with multiple people. I feel like I'm craving that. So let me know if you feel the same way. And maybe we can talk about it. I don't know. I don't know. Um, so anyways, yeah, that's what's been going on this week. I have family coming in this week as well. My cousin will be here tomorrow, and my aunt got here today, and there's a reason for all of this. It's my mom's birthday today. So I'm feeling super excited for her. She doesn't look a day over like literally she looks like she's 10 years younger than what she is. And I don't know I don't know what she's done to do that, but she really does look like she's so much younger than what she is. And I think she's going to do that. I told her that today. I think she's always going to look about 10 to 15 years younger than she actually is, and that's just the way that life is. That's the way the cookie fucking crumbles, you guys. Um Good skincare, sunscreen. Yeah, stay away from any like chemical additives and you're good to go. Like chemical additives and like your products. You know what I mean? And it's not like she's like super organic or anything. She's not like a granola mom. She never has been. But she sure as hell raised a granola ass bitch. I'll tell you that for sure. So that's me. Partly most of the way I would say. I'm an Oregonian. That's what I am. So anyways, it's my mom's birthday today as I'm recording this, July 10th, and this will be out on the 11th. And then her big huge party is on the 12th. And I'm excited for that. Because I'm just gonna all my cousins are gonna be in one place, all my family's gonna be in one place, all of my mom's friends who are inevitably and not inevitably, that sounds negative. It's not negative. Inadvertently also my friends that I just like grew up and now I'm old enough to just be friends with them instead of them being my mom's friends, you know what I mean? So that's happening. Um, and let's see, what else are we doing? I think that's it. It's been my week, really. I haven't really been doing a whole lot. Oh, I finally am like finishing moving. I have like 2 weeks left in my old shop, and then I'll be in my new one, and I'm really excited for that. I'll give you guys kind of a little bit of a tour of the new shop on TikTok. So again, follow my TikTok. That will be linked below. I think it'll also be on my Instagram, but not the one that's linked. It's actually on my aesthetics Instagram, which is linked in my bio of my personal Instagram. So, if you're interested in that, you guys can totally follow me there. Um, but yeah. So we can kind of jump into the topic that I've got planned for today. I've got a couple of different things that I wanted to talk about. One, since we were just talking about my mom's birthday being today, um, my mom is getting older, right? And she's extremely healthy, and there is literally no reason for it to, but it's like low key stresses me out. I don't know if anybody feels me on this, and if you do, I'd love to know in the comments. But I feel like as my parents age, I start to get kind of like this brewing anxiety that's like not full panic attack, but it's like, oh, it's there, you know? So, um, so yeah, I am feeling just like anxious about her aging. And I'm like so lucky that I live here. Timing is really crazy. If I'm being honest, like the timing of like everything in my life right now is really crazy. But being able to spend this quality time with my parents has really brought me, oh, this could low key make me cry, you know. Being able to spend this time with my parents has really brought me a lot of gratitude and healing in my like a lot of healing to my inner child. You know what I mean? So I as she gets older, I like think back to like my life, the trajectory of my life and like everything that's happened. Um and how incredible she's been, how patient she's been, and I just am excited to be able to provide her with the same kind of respect and love that she's given me my entire life. So, mom, if you're watching this, I love you. But I will say it's like kind of a weird thing. Um Anxiety hits for all different kinds of reasons, and I think that my health anxiety that I have that can literally, I mean, anybody with health anxiety, this is a small trigger warning. If you don't like symptoms and things like that, then go ahead and skip ahead. But um I will hear something, a symptom of something, and um even if it's 2 or 3 days later, all of a sudden I'm experiencing that symptom and it's not actually me. I know right now I'm not actually experiencing that um because I'm pretty self-aware, but in that moment, like, I have to be talked off a ledge, otherwise I will end up in, like, an urgent care or an emergency room or something. So my mom, when she had her heart attack, that switched from not fully switched either, it was I think my mom had a heart attack when she was, like, 40, early 40s, and when that happened, it triggered, like, this health anxiety in me. And that happened a lot, and that still does happen, actually, but it turned into one of these things where I've noticed, and I don't know if she does it on purpose or not, but I'm the last person to know if something happens to her, and not in, like, a bad way, if it's, like, pretty minimal, something happens or whatever, or there's, like, something that the doctor said or something that she's feeling and she hasn't gone to the doctor yet, she's not gonna tell me about it because she doesn't have all the answers of whether or not she's good, you know? And so like I said, she's extremely healthy. She's one of the healthiest people that I know anymore. She really turned everything around and I'm really, really proud of her. But I still have that anxiety in me that she's like literally anything can happen at any time to anyone. And I'm out of there's no I have no control over any of that stuff. And it gives me an anxious mind. So with the health anxiety thing, sorry, I went off on a tangent there, but with the health anxiety thing, it's like anytime that I see before, it was anytime that I saw like an ambulance heading in the direction, even relatively close to her house, I was calling her to make sure she was okay. And it was immediately throwing me into like this into a panic attack. Like it happened often, and so now that she's getting older, it worries me, and I feel like in turn, I've taken on the role of trying to take care of her, even though she's so capable of taking care of herself. And she makes sure that I know that. My mom is one of the most independent people that I know. But I have given myself a role in my head to just like always make sure that she's okay and make sure that she has everything that she needs. And living with her and being able to spend this time with her, I've just like, I don't know, I'm just really grateful to have such a quality relationship with my mom through these years of my life, and through the years of hers. So, anyways, all that being said, her getting older has given me um, a couple of things, really. One, it makes me anxious because she's getting older, and I realize that someday my mom is going to be gone, and I just have to. That could make me cry. Talk about that. So we're gonna move on. It's also giving me this outlook on life, like, she's 20 years older than me, and look at all the things that she's accomplished, and she didn't accomplish them until she was out of her 20s. I'm always feeling like I haven't accomplished enough, and I think I've got an entire episode about that, but I feel like there's, like, a huge pressure from society, and now living with my mom and not being in a financial situation where I'm like stable by myself, not being in a long term relationship that's like lasting forever, not being married with kids, really, is what I'm talking about. Not living the societal standard of life is, um, I don't know. It's always given me it's made it's made me feel like I'm walking with like 10 pounds of bricks on my back all the time. So, looking at how her life is and what she's accomplished in her life and everything that's been like coming her way with just like the hard work that she's done on herself, um whether that be financially, personally, or whatever, mentally, emotionally, whatever it is, she has earned everything that she has, and I'm just extremely, extremely proud of her. And it's given me this outlook on life like, this is not it. Granted, there are times when I'm like, bro, I really feel like what? Sometimes I'm like, what is the point of getting out of my bed today? I have nothing going on. And sometimes that's okay to like lay there and do nothing, right? But then there's other times where it's like, you could journal. You could go lay outside where there's fresh air and vitamin D instead of laying in your bed where it's dark and muggy and stuffy, right? So there's just like little things that I'm trying to do for myself. That comes back to like the mental health check in a little bit. But yeah, so my mom is, she's aging. My dad is aging. My grandma, my grandma is aging. I'm really just thinking that this stuff is like catching up to me, you guys. It's really like coming at me in a weird way right now, especially today because it is my mom's birthday. Um, but I'm just really grateful to have this QT with her. It's um like I said, we've literally been spending the last week watching Bridgerton and laughing together and staying up until 1 or 2 in the morning and having the best fucking time, like, just being in each other's presence. So, um, anyways, it's been really nice to have that. So, moral of the story is spend quality time with your parents or your guardian. You know what I mean? Like the people that raised you, if you have a good relationship with them, I think it's important to spend time with them. And maybe the people that raised you are your friends. Maybe people that raised you are your siblings. Maybe the people that raised you, maybe the person that raised you is yourself. And in that case, spending quality time connecting with you is like so important. I was just talking to a friend about that today. Quality time alone is so important, you guys. Um so a couple of things that I would say are great to do. Um that I do. Um, I one of the things that I said to this friend was go on a drive. I am a whore for a sunset. I think I've said that before. I go on a drive, listen to some really good music, watch the sunset. Maybe I'm going to cry a little bit. Maybe I'm going to sing my heart out. Maybe I'm going to write. Maybe I'm going to record a couple of TikToks or just take pictures or just literally sit in silence. Regardless, I am doing that because I'm doing what feels good, like in my own soul. And that's one of those things that I really love to do. So there's one option. Go on a drive. Go on a drive somewhere and do something that speaks to your heart and soul. That's one of the things that I would say to do. Another thing I would say to do is just sit down and write everything out. Or you know what some people do? Instead of writing things down, they just like record voice memos for themselves to listen to like later on. And I think that's so sick. So try that as well. I think that that would be cool. What else is there? What else? What else would you do? Read. Reading is great. I would say reading is probably a good option. Um, Connecting with yourself on a spiritual level is a really good idea too. Connecting with your spirituality. I need to take my own advice on that, you guys. So like a little bit of a backstory for my people who don't know. I dabble pretty heavily in like spiritual work, as in ancestral work, spell work. I'm a practitioner. I think that's really the word that I would use. So some people are not about that, and that's totally fine. You don't have to be. But in order for me to connect to my own spirituality, there's a lot of practices that I have not been doing. I think I'm just really preoccupied with like other stuff and things that are like going on in my head, but I think that it's really going to help me in my own healing journey. So I am making a vow right here right now to myself to get back into my practice and work through that. I will say that's kind of like all I want to say about that. I feel like my spirituality is really something that I hold super close to my heart. And it's really personal practice for me. So if anybody wants to, I can give a little bit of insight into that, but I just think that for me, I I I mean, to be super blunt about it, I don't want to put my shit on the internet for someone to tell me that I don't know. I don't want to put my own spirituality on the internet for somebody to challenge it with their religion and tell me that I'm wrong. Cuz how are you going to tell me anyway? How are you going to tell me that I'm wrong when you don't even anyway. Anyway, we don't need to get into that. That's like a whole nother situation. But anyways, so I don't think that I'll be putting that out on the internet for anybody to judge because I'm just not about it, to be honest with you. But I will make that vow right here, right now, with all of you guys present, that I will do what I can to connect to myself on a spiritual level. I got some advice from a friend on meditation, and I'm going to do a little bit more research on that as well. So that will help too. But anyways, moral of the story is my parents are getting older. It's giving me anxiety. My mental health is on a roller coaster fucking ride, and I'm excited to balance my hormones because I think that might be a part of what's going on right now. So, if anybody else relates to PCOS or hormone imbalances or like anything like that, then let me know because I feel really alone in this world sometimes, and I don't like that. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't think that I have anything else for you guys today. I kind of just wanted to talk about that a little bit about my mom and how wonderful she is. So, That's going to be everything for today. I did record a little bit longer today, so hopefully that's good. I should have recorded for just a little bit longer, but I think that I did pretty good. I'm going to keep trying to make these a little bit longer until we get to an hour an episode. So maybe we need to jump back into outlining. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But um anyways, don't forget to water your plants. I'm looking at mine right now. Don't forget to water your plants. Don't forget to tell your mom that you love her, or your guardian, or your sister, or your cousin, or whatever it is that you feel deserves that recognition. And yeah, I think that's everything. Like, comment, subscribe, um, rate, and follow all my links below. And also, head over to my mom's Instagram and tell her happy birthday on her newest photo, if you can, for me. That'd be so sick if you guys did that. She's tagged in the last reel, but run on over there, tell her happy birthday, tell her that I sent you. Stay tuned for the hopefully hilarious outtakes and bloopers at the end of this episode, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you for being here. Love ya. Bye. Oh my God, Kenzie, just speak. I've done this for how long? It's not a bad thing to feel your feelings. Me taking my own advice, right? Slow your roll, dude. Like, it's fine. She's good. Be able to have this, like, QT time. But cute quality time? No. I knock on wood for any little thing, I swear to God. Dabble pretty heavy in spiritual in my, and let's see here.